to sleep, and he's been working long hours, so I don't want to wake him up. Anyhow, it's TV Amateur Store, and getting out pretty early. And, you know, I thought I was good with the trips to the United Workmen Temple. I did a video yesterday. I usually spread my visits out over, you know, 3 days. Every 3 days I go back. But I've been tracking with it. There is on YouTube, if you type in just United Workmen Temple, there's been a live feed going since the demolition started. I think the YouTube channel is John Gideon, I think is the name of it. So whoever you are, if that's your real name, thanks for doing that. I've been exclusively using that as a resource to tell me exactly what the literally up to the minute status is of the demo. And even though I went out there yesterday, I checked that friggin' live feed, and a lot more has happened in just the last 24 hours. So, going back out there again this morning. You know, or I shouldn't say organization, but pretty much the firm, I guess if you can call them that, who are kind of in charge of this whole thing, putting the new place there. They spouted their company line about how, you know, we did everything we could to try to, you know, like, use that building. It would have been really cool if we were able to do it, but it just wasn't feasible, and the this and the that, so we just couldn't do it. So, you know, they're spouting off this rhetoric about how they really care about this whole building, and it sucks horribly that they're going to tear it down. And then, you know, they're in control of this thing. They bring in this construction crew that apparently doesn't give a shit, and they're just smacking the thing into pieces. I literally, right before I went to bed, I checked out the live feed real quick, and it was just this, you know, claw of this big crane just ripping bricks off and just knocking them down to the street below. No shit's given. I mean, I get it. What am I talking about? I don't get it. Call me naive, but I don't get it at all. Since my visit yesterday, more and more debris, probably from up here, is piling up. It's practically filled the window now. They actually haven't started quite demolishing the floor on this wall for this window, but because the ceiling above is collapsing, you can actually see the sky past the debris. Understandably, it seems like they're kind of going around like this. Not much has changed on the back side. I mean, it's still just so battered. They ripped all the fire escape stuff out, so there's just metal and loose stuff hanging down the staircase. Right over here, there's one staircase that's still remaining. Looks like it's just been crushed and pulverized, probably by falling debris from the building, because they're literally just grabbing and just knocking the building apart. It's pretty much what's happening. So when I was here yesterday, not much has changed on this side. They demolished the wall along here, and we're just kind of starting to get towards the east wall around the corner. And when I checked the kind of constant running live feed, which I'm pretty sure has to be coming out of this building back here because it's looking down on this. I noticed when I checked last night, when I came here yesterday, only one of the windows on this floor that's been demolished on this side had been broken out, and then when I checked the nighttime feed, that whole wall of that floor had been knocked out. So as I go around the corner, this floor here that's been knocked down is also going to be knocked down on that side. I know because I've already seen it. And while the window I saw broken is the one right around the corner against this wall, the spillover has now reached this wall, which also is, the glass has just been shattered and knocked out from all the debris. So that's two windows. You can see. And then up here where they're doing more demoing, this window's been actually busted out for a while, but I'm pretty sure that might also be the result of the work they're doing. Elevator shaft, you can now see more of it, obviously, because they've torn out. There used to be 3 floors with these windows. The top one was right there. And again, you can see like the ceiling of that floor. You can see these huge old beams, these big old support beams, and then of course just a bunch of flooring right there. And I'll try to get a slightly closer view when I cross the street over here, but it's kind of cool, like in the wall there's an old doorway right there with the, I mean, it looks like there might be the door still in it, but, you know, this is as close as I'm ever going to get to actually seeing inside this building, so I'm trying to relish it even in this, under these sad circumstances. And I can't get over these huge beams. There's supports in there, and then these beams across the ceiling. You know, this wood that's literally over a century old. So I don't know what the prognosis is. I don't know how much more speedy they're going to be about tearing this down, but I know that like over the course of over a week, they pretty much only got the top floor and a little bit of the next floor down torn out. And now just in like the last 2 nights, they've pretty much already ripped out this floor on both sides. And again, I don't know what's going on over here. They have started digging into the old elevator shaft up there. So the backside wall is still pretty much the same because this is along that. So I'm not perceiving a lot of changes on that side, but I'm going to check it out anyway. Even though I know not much is going on the back side, I'm gonna circle around Taylor and head up 3rd here. And of course, here's our beautiful new hotel, which, you know, hotel and office stuff is going to be what's replacing the old temple and the Lotus here. And careful on these sidewalks, I just about busted my head. Look at all that character. It's just such a great structure, isn't it? This thing, practically beat to death, still has more structure than this ugly monstrosity. Not even an opinion. And east side, which I've been filming. You can actually see some of the stuff over there. There's a rather large pileup happening on the backside now, likely all a result of this backside being knocked down. This window is surely soon to be gone. Now, thanks to this food truck, they're blocking a lane of traffic, and I can actually step across the street here and get a look at all this stuff. So before long, everything on this block except this old thin auditorium building here will be gone. And we're gonna have more of this and more of this. Again, not a plethora of new stuff, but when I checked that live feed and I noticed that, you know, this whole wall on the east side of the building here had been knocked down, I knew enough, you know, progress, which I use ironically, had been done to justify me coming back here the following morning. So just a quick update video. Blah, 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 blah. This sucks. Hashtag get your shit together, Portland. Anyway, that's it. Until next time, this has been Steve the Amateur Historian.